joined now by Jørgen Vatne Fridnis, Chair of the Norwegian Nobel Committee, which awards the Nobel Peace Prize. Thank you very much indeed for being with us today. Much appreciated. How did you come to your decision?
The same way we can come to our decision every year. We have a bunch of nominations, 338 to be precise this year, and we go through them one by one, and we discuss, and we bring in expert opinions from world-leading experts, and then we make our decision in this committee of 5 people.
Can I just ask you about the President Trump push, the campaign effectively to win this prize? Was he considered?
We never comment on anyone else than the person or the institution that actually receives this prize. And the prize this year, as stated, is to Ms. Machado of Venezuela.
Have you seen the White House post on the social media today, which says that President Trump will continue to make peace deals, ending wars and saving lives? They go on to say he has the heart of a humanitarian. There'll never be anyone like him who can move mountains with the sheer force of his will. And they say the Nobel Committee proved they place politics over peace. What would you say to that?
Well, we are happy with the attention that the Nobel Peace Prize gets from all over the world. Basically because attention to the cause of the Peace Prize is also the attention this year for the cause of the Venezuelan people and the democracy movement led by Ms. Machado. And that is our first and foremost wish this year, and we see how the news is spreading all over the world, basically talking about Ms. Machado and her brave efforts in a brutal dictatorship, standing up for democracy.
Yes, and you spoke very powerfully a little earlier at the announcement as to why she was the deserved winner in your view. It was interesting that you did focus on democracy, saying that it was a sort of precondition really for peace. Is that at all any kind of coded message to the US president if he's still hoping to be in the frame for a peace prize next year? Because obviously there have been critics as to what is going on in the US on the democratic front.
It's only a message to everyone on this planet, because democracy is a precondition for lasting peace. And in a time where we see democracy is decreasing around the world, where authoritarian regimes are gaining ground, it is more important than ever to support people such as María Corina Machado and the democracy movement in Venezuela. We need to stand up for democracy, because that is the tools of democracy are also the tools of peace.
And obviously people will wonder whether there are wider political messages here and political factors that influence your decision, because the opposition have been supported by the Trump administration, and so maybe some people will have thought, well, you're giving this prize to somebody that the Trump administration theoretically should support and should back.
We believe that most governments around the world, any democratic state, should support the democratic forces in Venezuela, because what they did during the elections last year was incredible. How hundreds of thousands of people, ordinary citizens, were able to join a movement for democracy. And we want to give them the encouragement to continue their work so that the people of Venezuela can experience a peaceful and just transition from a brutal dictatorship to democracy and peace.
We have now got the moment where María Corina Machado was being told that she was awarded the prize. If you don't mind just staying with us, I just want to play that to everybody. Let's listen.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Yes.
Hello?
Am I talking to María Corina Machado?
Yes, this is María Corina.
Yes, María Corina. My name is Christian Berg-Alpviken. I am the secretary of the Norwegian Nobel Committee in Oslo. And I'm calling to inform you that in a few minutes it shall be announced here at the Nobel Institute that you will be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025.
Oh my God.
So the warmest congratulations to you, Maria.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, I have no words. I thank you so much, but I hope you understand this is a movement. This is a achievement of a whole society. I am just one person. I certainly do not deserve this. Oh my God.
I think both the movement and you deserve it.
Clearly very emotional, María Corina Machado, and we're still joined by Jürgen Wartner-Friedrichs, chair of the Nobel Committee. When you hear that, and I know you obviously want to highlight the work that she has done, what would you say about her that has made her so uniquely deserving of this?
Well, the way she's been able to unify a very a split in opposition, a broad opposition which historically has not been working together. She has been the head of the opposition, and to unify that is a great accomplishment in itself. And then to use that platform and use the democratic forces of Venezuela to stand up against the brutal dictatorship, and then try to, again, with peaceful means, through elections, make the transition from dictatorship to democracy. That is so inspiring. And as María Corina Machado says in this audio clip, this is also a prize for entire movement. Thousands and thousands of people who stand up against the risk of torture and arrest, but really wants to make a difference so that the people of Venezuela can live in peace.
And do you expect her to be able to turn up to the ceremony later this year?
Unfortunately, that is too early to say, because she lives a life in hiding because of serious threats against her life. We hope she will be able to come to Oslo, but we also understand that this is a complicated security situation which has to be dealt with. So, of course, we have to get back to that.
And let me just ask, if you don't mind, the point about Donald Trump, because obviously it's been a really unprecedented campaign from the US president, and we've had reaction from the White House to the fact that he didn't win this time, saying the Nobel Committee proved they placed politics over peace. This is a very, very political decision, isn't it? Many will ask, well, if he delivers a lasting ceasefire or wider peace in the Middle East, would he be a deserving candidate next year? You must see the huge power that this prize now has, and do you feel any pressure on that for the coming months?
We always feel the pressure. There should be pressure because this is the Nobel Peace Prize. But the process for next year does not start until the end of January, because then is the deadline for nominations for next year. And of course, all work made in 2025 will be dealt with and discussed if it's a valid nomination, and we'll see that in the start of next year.
Okay, we will leave it there. Jürgen Wartner-Friedrichs, thank you so much for being with us, Chair of the Norwegian Nobel Committee. Very grateful to you today.
Thank you.